following areas in New York, Brooklyn, southern Queens, and southern Nassau. Coastal flood advisory in effect from 7 p.m. this evening to 10 a.m. Tuesday. Locations: the South Shore bays of Long Island. Tidal departures: 1 to 1/2 foot. Timing: high tide cycles from tonight into Tuesday, and possibly subsequent high tide cycles. Impacts: flooding of the most vulnerable shore roads and/or basements. The majority of roads remain passable with only isolated closures. A coastal flood advisory indicates that onshore winds and tides will combine to generate flooding of low areas along the shore. For the following area in Connecticut, southern Fairfield, and the following areas in New York, southern Westchester, Bronx, northern Queens, and northern Nassau. Coastal flood advisory in effect from 10 p.m. this evening to 2 p.m. Tuesday. Locations: western Long Island Sound. Tidal departures: 1/2 to 1 foot. Timing: high tide cycles from tonight into Tuesday, and possibly subsequent high tide cycles. Impacts: flooding of the most vulnerable shore roads and/or basements. The majority of roads remain passable with only isolated closures. A coastal flood advisory indicates that onshore winds and tides will combine to generate flooding of low areas along the shore. For the following areas in New Jersey, Middlesex, western Monmouth, and eastern Monmouth, coastal flood advisory in effect from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. this evening. The National Weather Service in Mount Holly has issued a coastal flood advisory, which is in effect from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. this evening. Location: coastal areas of New Jersey. Marginal minor flooding is anticipated around the time of tonight's high tide, especially along the Delaware coast and the southern New Jersey coast. Timing: high tide on the New Jersey and Delaware ocean front as well as Raritan Bay occurs between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. High tide on the back bays and along Delaware Bay occurs later than the high tide on the ocean front. Seas: wave heights on the ocean waters will be 5 to 7 feet. Wave heights on Delaware Bay will be 3 to 5 feet. Impacts: localized roadway flooding is anticipated. Possible heavy rain could exacerbate tidal and port drainage flooding, especially in Delaware. Forecast: there is also a chance of minor coastal flooding with Tuesday night's high tide, especially along the northern New Jersey coast. A coastal flood advisory indicates that minor tidal flooding is anticipated. Minor tidal flooding often results in some road closures. Usually, the most vulnerable roadways will flood. Do not leave your vehicle at a location that is prone to tidal flooding. Do not drive your vehicle through flood waters. The water may be deeper than you think it is. You will be putting yourself in danger, and your vehicle may be damaged, leading to costly repairs. For the following areas in New Jersey, Hudson, eastern Essex, and eastern Union, and the following areas in New York, Manhattan, Staten Island, northwest Suffolk, southwest Suffolk, northeast Suffolk, and southeast Suffolk. Locations: shorelines of New York Harbor and the coastal waters of Suffolk County. Tidal departures: 1/2 to 1 foot. Timing: high tide cycles from tonight into Tuesday night, and possibly Wednesday morning. Impacts: water levels may touch minor coastal flood thresholds with the high tide cycle tonight. Later high tide cycles Tuesday into Tuesday night may see similar